CSS battle time. Oh, we're in trouble. Alright. Concentric rings, but they're square. So the question is, how do you want to look at these? Because, we're not going to build each line by itself, right? Are we going to look at it as we have a box with, with like another line here, and then another line here? Ooh, I could do a lot of box shadow insets to get all of these, right? Because you can stack them on top of each other. But would I be able to do it for these other ones? Maybe I do these first and then I stack these other ones on top. But you know what? This box shadow inset would want to go all the way over to this side. It wouldn't stop right there. Unless... Okay, box shadow inset is one possibility. Another possibility... Man. Just gotta look at this the right way. See the right shape in this. What repeats? What shape actually repeats consistently? Do I want to do a yellow box with blue lines on it? Or a blue box with yellow lines on it? You know? Okay. Let's just see what happens here. I'm going to actually do a demo box just to see what the box shadow inset looks like. I've used it a number of times before. And a lot of times I still don't have the right mental model for how it's going to work. So if I say 0 and 0 and 0 blur and 10 pixel radius, it does everything all around. So if I do 10 pixels here, so that's the x-axis. Interesting. 10 pixels here on the y-axis. Okay, so that's what we get with that. So if we do -10, that's the up and down, right? -10. Okay. Let's put some margin on this thing so we can see all this. Okay. So theoretically, that could be like the yellow. And then we could go, this whole thing. And step it up. 10, 20, 20. And then, actually, I don't think we need... Do we need that? Okay. Whoa. Oh, I haven't written inset. These are actual box shadows. That's why it's... Okay, inset and inset. That's why it was... I thought it was a little weird. Okay. 10 and 10. -10 gets me the bottom. 20 and -20. Okay. And let's put a color on this thing. Let's say this is the blue one. I thought I clicked the color. Click the color. Put it right here. Do the blue one. Okay. So that's what that looks like. So we're getting the 10. Turn off slide and compare. And we're getting the blue. So that could be a yellow and a blue and a yellow. Like we could get these 3 lines. I don't need that moth here. Alright. Yellow, blue, yellow. It's a lot to write for those. Now let's see what happens when okay. Try one more inset. I'm going to do it on the other side, so negative 10 pixels, 10 pixels. And it does layer underneath. So this could be this yellow line. You know, we could make it yellow, right? Hits the, and so this one would also be our yellow. So now we're starting to see that shape. Oh, but look, this side. So this side has to be on top, and this side has to be, the yellow has to be underneath, and then it has to go on top here. And that's where I run into the issue. If we start doing funky things like on this one, just doing 10 over, but a 20 pixel grow, yeah, it starts getting really weird. 10 pixels, yeah, that's not going to work because we can't manipulate it evenly. It's still, yeah, we end up in the exact same spot. Box shadow won't work. Okay, good. I've answered that. But now what? I don't know why I'm so stumped on this. Maybe I have... Okay. Let's look at this different. How many boxes are actually here? What if I had a series of yellow boxes and then I did... Okay, so like this is a yellow box, right? This is a yellow box, and then this one is a yellow box. So I can do 1, 2, or 2. Oh no, that's 1. Could be all of this. There's 1. Yeah, I need to do another one, can be this, and then we'll duplicate that for this third one. So I could do 3 yellow boxes, and then I could just do a little blue overlay to hide, you know, to fill in this gap here and this gap here, or wherever I'm going to need it. I think, or like right here, I can just do a little blue square and then fill in where it's needed. I think that might be the play. Unless it is a box shadow, I do. But an outside box shadow. Man, I'm having trouble wrapping my head around this one. Instead of inset, that won't work. If we do a box shadow out, like we take this line and then expand it, shift it out that way. That's so many. That's so many. All right, let's just do 3 boxes and then cover it with a box shadow. No more thinking. How long have I even spent thinking? Like already most of my time that I should spend on this, more than I should spend on this. It's just CSS battle. Just go with it. It's okay. It's okay. Now, how many? So, all right. We're gonna hit the HTML, give it a background, give it that blue. Easy enough, right? And then we're going to, I think I'm gonna put a border on these boxes is what I'm gonna do. And so I'll have a border on the body, on a P tag, and on 2 P tags, I think. I'm gonna do 2. Might not need position fixed with this. I might be able to just nest them all like you normally would. So let's select the body. it's going to have a border, 20 pixels solid, and be yellow. And those P tags are coming up as solid blocks. So I'm going to get them out of the way for the moment, and we'll deal with them once we get this margined down into place. So it's going to be something like 50 on the top and 80 on the sides. Oh, let's see how good we are. Not very good. Not too good. Let's see. I think what, 60? Yeah, that looks better. 90. Okay, that is spot on. All right, and we just have that little blue dot to take care of with that. So then we need one more box and one more box. All right. So these P tags. See what happens here. We're gonna uncomment this. Oh, they are causing overflow because of the massive margin. Okay. So if we give them, I'd have to give them height and width. At that point, position, well, height is going to be, let's say, 50. Width, oh, I want the P tags to nest, which means I'd need a closing tag. All right, position fixed it is. We don't need to nest them now. All right. At this point, position fix just becomes more sensible because then I just do padding instead of height and width, and I don't have to do closing tags up here to make the HTML structure the way you'd need for them to nest inside of each other. Padding. What are we doing? Let's start with 50. Seems really big, but we can just margin it into place. If I hit a 0, we're going to need, this diff is actually hard to work with right now. I want this one to move up a little bit, so it's going to be -10, -20, because it's 20. Yeah, there we go. And then 30. Nope, 20. Okay, something like that. All right, hit our diff. Okay, one more little box to do. And we can hit P. Oh, we need to hit the plus on this so that we target the second paragraph instead of just trying to overwrite these. Padding is going to have to change, and that's going to be, oh, something like, oh, it's a little rectangle now, so we can't just do a set padding. It's going to be like 10 by 20, 30, something like that. Margin 20. Good. And 20. No. 40. 60. All right. I think that's not right. Oh, that is right. That is right. Okay. So we have to get a blue block here, here, and here. Now, can I shrink down one of the P tags, its box shadow, to overlay it? The answer is no, not for, I can't use this P tag to overlay itself. So I actually think I need to do one more P tag. Yeah, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do that. It's a lot. I already know I'm way in the weeds as far as having a better solution. Nope. This is not the best solution already. Padding is going to be 10. Background is going to be blue. Margin is going to be 20. Oh, border needs to be taken off. Yeah, fine. Border. Okay. 40. I'm not going to be able to see it. 20. There it is. It's right there. All right, so it needs to be at 60, not 600. Yep, and like 80. 120. There we go. All right, look at our diff. We're looking good. Now this guy can box shadow. And it's the last one in line, so it won't pass any weird box shadows on to anybody else. Man, I can't wait to see your guys' solutions. They're going to be so much better. All right, we're going to go over 20 pixels, and we're going to do like negative, see, 20, 40, 60. Hey, there we go. Since we're going to have to do 2 of these, doing the color property does make sense. It does save us like 2 characters. It's not much, but it's something. And then we're going to need to go 60, 80, 100, 120. All right, negative 120 pixels by what that one was 60, so this is going to be negative 80 pixels. Now, can I back it up? Nope, can't. Sometimes you can write fewer, not have to use negative numbers because I can margin this block up here, and then I just have positive numbers to write, and that'll probably save me a couple characters. It would save me a couple characters. At this point, let's just not chase it, right? It is what it is. This was my solution. Not a fan of it. I feel like someone's gonna do something really cool with like border or box shadow or even font sizes. Like there's a lot you can do, and variables. Variables too are gonna be a big helper on this one. Maybe variables, maybe not. All right, I'm gonna have to see what David did. It's gonna be better. But you know what? It's been a long week. It has been a long week. It was a good Friday, though. It was alright. Looking forward to the weekend. Don't have much planned. I'm just... be good to spend time with family, you know? Little projects that I want to get done. I want to work on things. Cool. 100%, 253 characters. I guess is passable. Have a good evening. Catch you later.